There are always plenty of frames to find at the thrift store, and I like to specifically look for thick wooden vintage frames. And anytime I find wooden spoons, I always grab them. So we're going to be using those two thrift store items for this project. A lot of times with these vintage frames, I actually love the back of the frame more than the front, and that is the case with this one. So I'm actually going to turn the back of the frame into the front of the frame. It did not have a piece of glass or a piece of cardboard backer on this frame, so I just have a thick piece of cardboard that I cut to the size that I need. And using some spray adhesive, I am attaching a piece of drop cloth to my cardboard. Now, since I am going to be using the front of the frame as the back, there's no lip or ridge or anything for me to set my cardboard into. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hot glue the drop cloth to the front of the frame, and that'll keep it in place. I wanted some very tiny bird eggs for this project. However, I could not find any at the store that was small enough, so I just decided to make my own. I'm going to use IOD Air Dry Clay, and all you do is just kind of roll it up in the palm of your hand to an egg shape, and then you're just going to let it dry. It was so easy, and these turn out absolutely adorable. Once my clay was dry, I wanted to add some tiny speckles to the egg to really make them look realistic. So I have a little bit of beige paint and a little bit of gray paint, and I'm just lightly dipping my toothbrush into the paint and just flicking it onto the eggs, and this worked perfectly. They truly looked like little tiny bird eggs when I was done. Now I want to create some little tiny nests inside my spoon so I can put my little tiny eggs in them. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue to the spoon and just a little bit of moss. I do want it to look like a nest, but I want to be able to see the outer edge of my spoon, so it's not taking a lot of moss at all. Then I hot glued my eggs to the nest. Now I'm going to take my 3 spoons and add them to my framed art piece that I created earlier.